So,
Okay.
and they're extended a little bit. So that way we have the whole length of the field. We're able to see a little bit more. You're going to see this a little bit more on those long runs, tight sidelines where you may start at 20, and next thing you know, it's a long pass that ends up as a touchdown. And you see the officials kind of running. There's no cameras down there. Where now we have stationary cameras all the way around, so we're able to see that stuff. So we're excited about that, and they're super high quality. We'll be able to kind of zoom in all the way through, nice and clear, to really get a good idea of what's happening. So I think those are going to be really helpful along the way. So we used to have a couple of those in the Thursday night games. So depending on the production, Thursday Amazon, they would have them, those down the line cams. So yeah, it's gonna be good.
I heard.
And that would
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead, Chris.
that would feed back out to TV. TV will be able to see it. So as fans, will we see those angles as well, or is that strictly just for you guys?
Yeah, so the fans should be able to see them as well. I think our technology team is working on that, whether it be if we're going in a review under the hood that you'll see it at home, or if it's a send back from the AMGC to the truck. So, our IT team, our video team is working hard on kind of working with broadcast.
And
Okay.
I heard that they, from the team perspective, they got a little different aspect where they weren't just getting the program feed; they're actually going to see what you see now.
Yeah, so last year during preseason we tested the Hawkeye screen, the working box in the coach's box, and they really liked it. So that we're going to go ahead with that this year. So whatever's in the center working box of the replay official screen, now the coach's box will be able to see that as well. So they'll be able to kind of use that. They won't be able to rewind it or fast forward it. So it's basically whatever they're seeing in that box, they'll be able to use that for their decision making this season.
Uh, I mean, so technology here more and more here we come, which hopefully will allow if will the coaches see that as you're using it, or will they be allowed to see those angles to make a decision to challenge?
So they'll see it in real time. So whatever
Okay.
whatever they're looking at. So let's say if the replay official has a quad screen in that moment, then they'll have the quad screen. If they decide, hey, we're out of this, we're done, they go live and they'll see, the regular broadcast. That's exactly what the coach's booth will see. So
Well,
we'll have a little bit of an inside look of more angles. And then
Mhm.
at the end of the day, they still have to make their decision, right? They still have to
Right.
decide whether it's enough for them to make a decision.
would it be an issue where, let's say, the replay officials looking a couple plays back and the coaches don't know that?
That I mean, I'm sure it's possible, right? I
Okay.
think
Oh,
that
yeah.
that's a part of the game where they're going to have to pay attention, right? Because we
Right.
do that a lot. We go back and during the TV break, we may check fouls. We may want to look at a play to make a note for our grading or whatever that might be. So replay officials in the booth will be just doing their own thing,
Right.
right? So I think coaches are going to have to get used to it as well.
So when we talk about the cameras, like how many cameras on an average game in the NFL?
Well, now it's changing, right? So let's say an average 1 o'clock game had 9 to 12 cameras. Well, now an average 1 o'clock game will have 24 to 26
Ooh,
cameras, right? Because now we have all these boundary line cams.
Mhm.
So then I'll just keep increasing. So your 24 count game in a Thursday, 4 o'clock window will now have 32, and your prime times will have more and more and more. So
okay.
we'll have more access to more angles.
Oh, this is the crazy thing, which I always like to hear. And if you know, hopefully it'd be great. How many cameras was on the Super Bowl?
This year, I believe it was anywhere between 85 to 90.